Hi, you guys. How's it going? Did anybody?
Hi.
Hi. So I think everybody who's going to be here is here. Two people told me that they were gone. Um, we're going to work through a lot of upper body, but before we get started on that, I would like you to have a chair handy. So if you don't have one, maybe you can grab one. If you have a counter or anything like that, you might not need the chair, but we're going to do some standing Pilates and bar work first. So I'll give you like a few seconds to go get that.
All right, got it.
Perfect. Perfect. If you are near a counter or a chair like that, that would be fine too. Right now, let's just go ahead and roll those shoulders back, paddle through the feet, align our breath. Big inhales up, exhale down. Full foot. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go ahead and step one leg just a little bit in front of the other and get our legs warmed up. So I want you to have a little bit of a turnout on that working leg. The leg closest to the chair is your base. Now with your base leg, make sure that your knee is soft and that you're not dumping weight into your hip. So stand up straight and tall, pull and zip up those abs. And we'll start with that outside leg. Leg turned out, and we're going to just press up, to, and back. So your arm can be on your hip, it can be down here, you can even float it up to the side, up, to, and back, to. Keep that turnout on that working leg. And eventually you're going to be like, well, this is the working leg. Right. The moving leg, we'll say. 4, and 3, 2, and last one. Keep that leg forward, turn the foot to face front. Keep your body upright and tall. And just pulse lift. The heel taps and down. Point your toes, lift and lower. You're going to feel a good amount of work being done in the hip flexor and in the quad muscles or the front of the legs. Wherever you are, make sure you're not caving and rounding when that leg lifts. We have 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that front hip, step back, stay upright and tall, put a little bit of weight into that front leg. Just give it a tiny bit of a stretch. Going back to where we were, with that leg turned out, we're going to take it to the side. Lift and heels meet. Lift, heels meet. I want you to, at this time, think about your posture, upright and tall, your shoulders down and back, chest is wide. It's going to be at hips. And then point your toes again. We'll lift for 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and release that leg. Knee up, knee back. Now at this point, I am allowing my upper body to tilt a little bit. So I want you to think about letting your hip and ankle go. Let it go. Let's add an opposition arm. Arm goes forward as your leg goes back. Same thing. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, point those toes towards the ceiling. Allow that arm to just lift. Bicep right by the ears. We're going to tap and lift that back leg. So make sure that your abs are engaged to protect your lower back. Lift, you have a slight hinge forward, but not very much. Good. Lower, lift, lower, open sideways, same thing, keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, keep that leg lifted. Flex your foot, bend the heel in, pull that arm back, straighten the leg out. Flexed foot, heel in and out. At this point, you're probably feeling that standing leg. It's okay. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Keeping that foot bent. Take it out to the side, cross it back behind. Take it to the side, cross back behind. We only have 2 more. Lift and lift. Keep that leg back and behind. So it's almost like you're going into a skater or a cross back leg, but stay nice and tall. From here, we're going to go ahead and let go of that chair. Bringing our arms right behind the ears. Driving the elbows back. Chest is nice and wide. If you're having problems balancing like this, you have your chair right there and you can use it. Both feet pretty flat on the floor. Inner thighs are squeezed together. We're going to tick-tock side to side in the upper body. And you might see me have some balance issues too. That's okay. We're building stronger bodies, better balance. 4, 8. Whoa. 7, 6, 4. Keep those legs squeezed together. 3, 2, and last one. Arms out nice and wide. Now, right where you are, you're going to lift the heel of your back foot and come down into a cross back lunge or a curtsy lunge. Keep lifting, keep your feet right where they are. We'll sweep those arms down. Lift tall. 4, 3. And 2. 1. Super nice and tall. You're going to take that arm that's closest to the chair, relax it on the chair, and stretch side body. Good, look up at your hand. And then go ahead and drop that arm down. Still on the same side, go ahead and paddle out your feet. We've released the tension in that standing leg, so we're going to go ahead and build a little bit more tension. Now, Pilates turnout on that leg again. A little bit of a bend. We have 2 presses forward, 2 presses to the side, and then heel towards the ceiling. Do it again. Front, 2, side, 2, and back, 2. It's okay if you're leaning a little bit. Side, back, 2. One more just like that. Front, side. That bend never goes out of the leg right here. And bring it center. Now, before we get into what I have planned for the standing leg, I want you to go ahead and bring that hand back behind your ear. Drive your elbow back. Let's work on those obliques. Lift and down. That knee bent. 8 more. Squeeze. Back. Squeeze. Foot never touches the ground. 4, 3, 2, and last one, squeeze, hold it here. We're going to start concentrating on that standing leg a little bit. Can you lift your heel up? Lift, calf raise, dip a little bit. Yes, keep your other arm and your other leg where they are. Down, down, and lift. 3 more. Lift, 2. Last one. Good. leg crossed behind the other, and another side stretch. And coming back forward, pressing those arms back and standing 100. Just so we can make our way to the other side. We're releasing tension on that hip, on that standing leg, squeezing the upper back, aligning the breath. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, we take that chair to the other side. We move to the other side. We've got that whole other leg to do. Second leg is always a little bit more challenging because we've been using it so long, but we'll even it up. Now, with that leg, that's going to be moving a little bit of a turnout. 2 presses forward and 2 presses back. Now, with this one, I want you to keep your torso upright and tall. Front, 2, and back. Do no leans. Try not to death grip that chair. If you have to, but a little bit of grip. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one. Stay here. We're going to take that toe, turn it in, and little presses up and down. With that leg, it doesn't have to be super high. You're going to feel it here and here. So wherever your range of motion is just fine. Point your toes. Tap that big toe down, lift it up. Seven, 6, 3, 2, hold and pulse it up. Up little tiny little bits. 4, 2, and we take a big lunge step back just to stretch out those muscles. Hang out. Good. Coming back center. Let's go ahead and take that leg, pressing it back, staying up straight and upright and tall. You can actually probably flex that foot a little bit. Press and come in. You're going to feel a really good squeeze through your glutes and your lower back. Contract through your abs. Zip up your pelvic floor muscles. Help. And 6, 5, 3, 2, and last one. Hold it there, hold it there. Good. Release that arm and just let that leg go. Swing it forward and back, however it wants to work. Yes, we're still using that standing leg as a base. Yes, it's getting a little fiery. It's okay. Opposition arm. Inhale, exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Paddle out your hips, paddle out your feet. Feel the difference between right and left. Little shoulders down and back. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pilates turn out again on that working leg. This is actually the working leg, but the moving leg. Bring it out straight. Go. Toes. Your hips working. Don't go past any point that is uncomfortable. We all have a little bit of a different range of motion on our hips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Then paddle out those hips. We're going to take that arm, bring it behind your ear. Like if you're trying to listen in on something like, but then drive that elbow back. I'm going to pick up that knee We're gonna press it out and in. Squeeze the upper body as well. Squeeze, release. That leg bent, the foot is flexed. Inhale, exhale. Four, three, two, and one. Release that arm. Two presses forward, two to the side, two behind. At this point, you can let your torso just counterbalance where your leg is. You're leaning back and leaning away and forward. Two, two. Extra resistance. Use that arm. Two more rounds. Up, two, side, two, back, two. One more. And back. Good. And go ahead and cross that leg behind the other. If you wobble out your hips a little bit, that's okay. So big, giant lean to the side. And come on. One more time, big, giant lean to the side. And come on back. Now let go of your chair and see how you feel with one foot right in front of the other. Keep that there. You're gonna play around with some arm movements here. If you're feeling wobbly, you can always tap down on that chair. Bring your arms up, overhead, cactus arms back, squeeze the upper back. Arm down, come up, and overhead, lean forward. One more time out, and cactus, up, drop those arms, switch your foot. How are you gonna do on the other side? Same thing, arm movements only. Abs are nice and tight. Glutes are squeezed. Lift and up. Cactus arms down. Think about your upper back muscles and open. Lift and out. Cactus arms up. One more time. Lift and out. Cactus arms up. You can bring your hands right behind your ears, and we're going to tick-tock just like this, side to side. It's like you're on little tightrope here with your feet. 4, 3, whoa, 2, and 1. Good. Drop those arms down. Roll the shoulders. You can go ahead and set your chair to the side. We'll be using it a little bit later, but right now you don't need it. We're going to come down onto our mat, sun style. So come to the front of your mat, root your feet into the mat, draw those shoulders back, tall and proud. Inhale, exhale. On the next inhale, you're going to take and circle, sweep those arms up, lift even just a little bit of a back bend, looking up at the ceiling, and then we're going to dive forward, letting our arms dangle. It's like a little rag doll. So you're kind of bending and straightening, moving side to side. Now we're going to straighten out our spine a little, straighten out our legs, pressing the palms of our hands into the shins of our legs. Shoulders draw down and back. Your eye gaze can be 2 to 3 feet in front of your feet. Tall spine from the top of your head to the tip of your tailbone. Bend your knees, bring your hands down to the mat, step back, right, left. And find yourself in plank. Fingers spread wide, gripping through the fingertips, the nut blocks. Good, hang out, hang out. Plank. Shifting your weight back into down dog. And let's do that again, right from Strong plank. And into down dog. Now notice that the hands and the feet don't really shift or move. You're shifting your body weight. We're going to do that again one more time. Strong plank. Down dog. Let's stay in down dog just for a little bit. Now, what I want you to think about is letting your head just hang right between your biceps, pushing away with your hands, working your heels towards the mat. Whether they touch or not doesn't really matter. Hold that strong down dog. I'm going to take one leg closer to the midline, bend the other knee. We're going to press that leg up. We're going to shift right back to where we were in plank, drawing that knee right underneath our belly. Leg can stay bent. Go back up where you were. Press that leg up and down dog. Single leg down dog. Hold it underneath you. Inhale to come up. Do it again. And exhale, come down. You have 3 more just like that. Inhale, come up. Single down dog. Exhale, pull that knee through. 2. Inhale, last one. Go ahead and put that knee down. Yeah. Now with that knee down, I want you just to bring that knee a little closer to your hands and then work your leg into what you feel is a comfortable pigeon pose. What I'm going to do is uncurl my back toes and then just sit up here pretty tall, feeling the stretch on my front hip in the butt there. You can even fold forward a little bit just for a moment. Touching into pigeon pose. And then bringing your hands back under your shoulders, hands and knees is where we are right now. From hands and knees, a little bit of a dog wag, lateral movement, rib cage to hip bone. Strong breath patterns. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Sit back on your heels if you can and just roll your wrists out. We're going to take just a little bit of a breather because we need to do that to the other side. You can go ahead and point your fingers to the ground. Straight arms, straight arms. Other side, we're not going to stay there too long. We're still in the working zone. Good. Draw those arms back. Curl your toes under, big foot stretch. Hips, we're going to press them forward. Hips press forward. You lean back. Heart forward, belly forward, lean. And come back to vertical. Let's do that again. Lean. Draw your elbows back. Widen your chest, front shoulders stretch. 2 more times. Back. And vertical. Last time. Back. Hold back. Hold. And vertical. Good. We're going to take our hands forward. A little bit more of that. Just a little. We're going to rotate side to side. Lean back. Rotate. Look over that shoulder. Gently come back up. If this is not comfortable to have your toes curled up, you flatten your feet on the mat. And then just lean back just a little bit. 4. And center. 3. Center. Feeling your quads. Move your booty. Last one. Back. And center. Roll up those shoulders, those wrists. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Hands right underneath the shoulders. Toes are curled under, completely preparing to go into a plank pose. Straighten out one leg. Straighten out the other leg and just hang out there. Tuck the tailbone under. Without bending your elbows, I want you to lower your chest to the mat. And then widen your chest away from the mat. One more time, lower your chest and bring it wide, separating your shoulder blades like you're a queen cobra. Good, shift those hips back into down dog. Take a nice deep breath, sway your hips side to side. Hands pushing away that mat. And just gently hanging between the biceps. Last two. And one. Taking the other leg closer to the midline of the body, bending the knee. And we're going to kick up into a single leg down dog. Shifting our weight into plank, that knee floats right under our belly. Let's do that again. Lift up and in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw it. And you only have 3 more. Strength of the core, strength of the upper body, knee beneath the belly. And single down dog. 2. And last one. Hold it here. We're going to bring that knee right between our hands, finding that pigeon pose on the other side. So you can use your hands to kind of adjust that leg how you want. Stay up tall for a little bit. Drawing your shoulders down and back. Feeling what's happening in each side of your hips. And then gently coming down. Long, deep breaths. And we're going to come out of that simply by tilting to one side. And then we have our pretzel legs here. So pretzel legs, we're going to work through a little bit more forward back movements. We did this last time with just that lift. But right now I want you to take the same side arm as your leg that we'll be working right in front of you. You're going to push that leg back and totally use that standing arm for balance. Now pull in, back, separate arm and leg. It doesn't have to straighten back behind you. You do have to stay as tall and upright as possible. 3, back, 2, last one. Hold it here. Lift that knee towards the ceiling. Bring it down. Your working arm is coming out. Internal, external rotation through that hip. Keep that foot flexed. 3, 2, last one. This is your knee who is the base. Go ahead and straighten that other leg out. Come up into a supported side plank. Supported side plank right here. Both arms in opposition. Lower that top leg. Super nice and straight. You can point your toes if you want to. If your neck allows, you can look up at your high hand. If not, look down at your low hand. Lower. Lower. 4, 3, 2, lift and low, lift here, stay there. Allow your hand to travel up and over. And here we go. We're going to crunch again. Lift, extend. Your hips will dip towards your mat. Roll your movements with your breath. There's 3. We have 3 more. Into. Last one. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And drop that leg down. Come up tall. Coming up super nice and tall here. We're going to go ahead and bring our arms overhead. Drive them down, cactus arms. Your hands face me, mine face you. Draw those elbows back. Contract the muscles of the upper back. Take the shoulders away from the ears and backs. Bring those hands right behind the ears. Tick tock, side, center, other side, and center. Good, go again. 4, 8, Are your elbows creeping forward? Try to keep them back. 5, 4. Last one, let's add rotation. Take your torso, lean it towards that extended leg. Come back up top. Rotate and lean. Again. Watch your elbows, make sure they're driven back. 3, 2. And last one. Coming up tall. Right, shoulders down and back. Rotating through your shoulders. Let's go ahead and take that supporting arm down again. We're going to lift that bottom leg. Lift that bottom leg. It can be stacked or it can be staggered. It's totally fine. With your arm up tall. Make sure there's no obstacles in your way. You can lift those hips and rotate down. Sending that arm back and through the pocket between your foot and your arm. Lift the hips. One more time. And then go ahead, collapse. You are done with that side. Awesome. Okay. We make our way into pretzel on the other side. Grab a drink of water if you have water available. That's fine. It's a good time to take a little bit of a pause. So seated nice and tall. We're going to start with that leg elevated. And then work in opposition. So arm reaches as leg draws back. Pull in. Arm reaches. Squeeze, pull in. I hope you all can feel yourselves getting stronger through this series. You would almost have to see the light of your hands for time 2. And the last one, we're going to take that knee up. If you can support yourself better and bring that arm to the side. Knee to the floor, knee to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Straighten that leg out. Support yourself with that other hand and come up on that knee. Here we go. Lift that arm in opposition to the other. Hand down, one hand high. Lift and lower that top leg. Have any neck issues? You just don't feel like looking up today. You look down, it's totally fine. Length through the legs, length through the arms. Point your toes, you're 4 more. 4, 3, 2. And last one, can you hold? Lengthen that arm over your head. We squeeze, dip our hip. Crunch side body. Extend. Dip that hip crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Breath 3. And 2. Last one. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Come out tall and relief. Go ahead and come up onto that knee. Leg extended. Roll out your wrists. Drop your shoulders. Working the upper back muscles. They can inhale up. Cactus arms down. Squeeze the back muscles. And then allow your hands to just rest behind your ears. It doesn't matter if your toes face up or towards the front, that's fine. We're going to tick tock again. Side, center, side, and center. Keep going. 8, 6, 5. Your elbows coming in, let them go back. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Oh, goodness. All right, let's rotate. Keep your hands here for a little bit. Turn that foot, whatever makes sense for your foot and it doesn't hurt your body. You're gonna rotate, lean, feeling a stretch through that elongated leg. Side obliques working hard for you. Never collapsing forward with those elbows. Keep them wide. Upper back work's so important. We don't want to be rounded. 3 and 2. Last one, last one. Come up tall. Let's bring that supporting arm down. You're going to come off that supporting knee. Whatever you need to do to convince yourself to get here, do that. Hang out for a little bit, stagger or stack your feet, whatever you want. Hold, hold, hold. Good. 3 rotations. This top arm is going to rotate. Your hips are going to lift. Rotate under, lift the hips, strong arm. Come back to where you were. Drop to your knee if this is too much. 2. Last one, down. And lift, hold, hold, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on down. Woo. Roll your arms out. Take your shoulders, roll your wrists. You can even take your fingertips and bring them towards you with your arms straight. Drop away from your shoulders. Same thing other side. We're still in the working zone, so we don't want to stretch too much. Stretches all coming for us. Good. So you can go ahead and bring your feet flat on the ground or heels only. And grab your back of your thighs, round nose to the knees. We'll take our arms up and extend into a nice tall seated position. Let's do it again, round. Yeah. Inhale to come up tall one more time, round down. Exhale, tall. This time, we're gonna bring our hands right in front of us. Keep your knees bent. Roll yourself down onto that mat. Slow, slow, slow. Hands come up overhead just a little bit. Back arches off the mat. And now back presses into the mat. Let's all flatten our feet on the floor. Practice your arms. Practice your arms. They're bent. Full post arms, 90 degrees. Just a little bit of a check for your shoulders here before the work starts again. Imprinted spine. We'll go ahead and bring our arms out of that. Arms are right in front of our chest. And if you need to, you can bring your feet a little bit farther on that mat. Imprint your spine. Here we go. We're going to lift into a full sit-up, bent legs. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Do it again. All the way back. Slow, slow. Hands right over the chest. Inhale. Exhale, full sit-up. These are a little bit more challenging than when we have our legs straight for those roll-ups. So if you're ready to challenge yourself, you can bring your heels a little closer to your glutes. Inhale. Exhale. Feet come off the ground. It's okay. Work towards keeping them there. You only have 3 more. Down. Inhale. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale up. Last one right here. Down, down, down. Slow. Slow. Slower. Okay, now keep it down. Inhale. Exhale up. And stay put. Lengthen your legs out. Roll those shoulders back. Good. Take your arms way back behind you, widening through the chest. We're going to go ahead and bring our legs underneath us for a little bit of a reverse tabletop. Your hands, whatever's best for you. So some people like to have their fingertips facing their body. I think it's a little bit better and easier on your shoulders to have your fingertips just a little bit out. So you figure out what you need to do. We're going to draw those feet together and lift those hips up. Hips up. Keep those hips nice and high, or as high as you can. I'm not super high. I'm going to bend my elbows, drop my hips, lean back, Straighten the arms, come up. Bend the elbows down. Straighten, come up. 4, 3, 2 more. Now last one, this time I want you to hold that reverse tabletop. We hold it right here, kick out. Out, inside. Just 4 more, straight arms, straight arms. 4, 3, 2. Last one, go ahead, drop your hips. Keep your arms right where they are. Lean back into your arms. Lean back, straighten out. Exhale down. Inhale up, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale up, last time. Down. And lift. This time, before we stop, I want you just to go down a little bit. Stay in a bent range. Pulse it up, but don't straighten your arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Last one, straighten up. Go ahead, release those arms. Tell me how your triceps feel. Go ahead and round through that upper back, releasing the shoulders. You can even pat yourself on the back right here, releasing the triceps. Other way. Release those triceps. Good. All right, so we've been using the arms quite a bit, and we're going to continue to use the arms, but not really that mean, so go ahead and straighten your legs out. Roll all the way back. Hands can go up, big long line stretch. Arch your back off that mat. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. We come into a full roll up. We'll go halfway back and then come into that V-sit. Allow your knees to come closer to your chest. Set those legs down as you go back. Roll all the way up. Reach over the toes or whatever you can reach. Lean back halfway. Yeah. Do it again one more time, just like this. Inhale, exhale. Roll over. Halfway back. Legs come up. Now, we're going to come back and make it one movement. Here you are. V-sit. And back. V-sit. And back. 4 more. Got something special for you at that last one. 3, 2. Last one. Hold it right here. Hold that V-sit. Open. Open. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, gather yourself. Bring your feet in a little closer. Grab your feet. Lean forward. All right. We're going to work our way onto hands and knees again. We're going to work through our shoulders just a little bit more. So find that hands and knees right now. Curl your toes under. We're going into down dog. Now I want you to watch the first one, and then after you understand, then you can start them for yourself. Coming into a down dog, I have my fingers a little bit faced towards each other. So if my hands were here, now they're here. And curl toes under. Find that down dog. My eye gaze is between my knees. My elbows are going to come down wider. I'm just going to drop the crown of the head to the mat and right back up. If you can't get very far, a baby bend is fine. Keep those hips way back, heels dropped. Now that you know what's happening, come with me. Drop, down dog push-ups. Work your upper back, work your shoulders. 6, 5. You don't have to go down very much. I'm not going down all the way. 3, 2, and here's your last one, down dog. Drop to your knees, come off your wrist, child pose. Drop out your wrists. And finding a nice low plank right here. Low plank hold. Here we go. Straighten one leg out, straighten the other leg out. Stay right here. Stay right here. So if your hands are turned in towards each other, that's fine. But it's a little bit better to make parallel lines with your hands. We're going to drop our hips side to side. Swivel your hips. Now, think about where you are. Are your ears and shoulders together? Widen through your upper back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that low plank. Hold, hold, hold. Tuck your tailbone under. You have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, I'm shaking too much. 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly drop yourself down to that mat. Find a little bit of relief. Take a pillow for your head. All right, we're going to work through the back, upper, lower, and everything. So here we go. Your legs can be about mat distance apart. We're going to go with reverse goalpost arms. Set my elbows right under shoulder height. We're going to dig our hips into that mat, contracting through our abs. We're going to lift with our elbows drawing back just a little bit. Lift, lift, lift. And come back down. Now, let's align our breathing. Inhale and exhale to lift. Inhale up, down, inhale right here. Exhale, come up. Inhale down. A couple more just like that. Keep your arms just how they are. Inhale, exhale up. And down 2 more times. Inhale, exhale up. And down. Again, inhale, exhale up. This time, we're going to bring our arms forward. Stay in that contracted superwoman position. Draw your elbows back. Bring your arms forward. Draw your elbows back. Lift your thighs off the mat. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring your hands down. Push yourself back into child pose right here. Release, relax, relax your arms. If you want to, you can widen your knees and bring your big toes together, allowing your forehead to fall to that mat. And right now, I just want you to relax and breathe deeply. All that hard work over. You're going some nice deep stretches here. One more big inhale. And exhale. Pressing your arms up into a seated position right where you were. Knees are wide. You can even widen out your knees a little bit more. We're going to stretch through upper body and shoulders. So come back down. Walk your way back down into that wide knee child pose. And then just kind of inch your fingertips forward as you draw your forehead towards the mat. If you can't sit all the way back on your heels, that's okay. Inch your fingertips out until you can feel your back muscles stretching. One more deep breath. And on the exhale, we'll go ahead and make our way into hands and knees. Now, from here, we're going to thread the needle. So we're going to take one arm and then just work it through the pocket that we have between our knees and our other arm, making a little bit of a T or perpendicular lines. Once you have that. You can sit back on your heels again, on your head, inching your front fingertips forward, and allowing your stretched shoulder to relax a little bit. Just to wherever you feel that good stretch. If you're higher than me, that's okay. If you're lower than me, that's okay. And somewhere in the middle. And take that arm that we just stretched, bring it back up, hands and knees. Other arm extended out forward. And then we'll just bring it through the pocket between that knee and that standing hand. Sit back on your heels and then just gently inch those high fingers forward, relaxing through that stretched shoulder. If this is uncomfortable, you can back off quite a bit. That's okay. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, and we'll slowly bring that arm to meet the other. Did a lot of upper back work. So we had a good stretch for our shoulders and back. I want you just to kind of shake your head no. Get kind of dangle. And then my favorite shoulder stretch ever, and it's not super comfortable, but it works really, really good. So we'll see what works best for you. I want you to kind of lie on your belly. You're going to take one arm, stretch it out to the side. The other arm is going to help you push off. Same side leg, like cross the other leg. And you'll be stretching through that elongated shoulder. If your foot doesn't make it to the ground, that's fine. You can even be here or here. I'm not pushing a lot of weight into this hand. If I want a bigger stretch, I can, and that's fine. You can rest on the mat. One more deep breath. Lower down on our belly again. Being really slow and gentle and careful with that arm that we stretch. Pull it back underneath you. Take the other arm out long. Rest your forehead or cheek on the mat, and then push away slightly with that supporting arm. Maybe bringing that same side leg back, just until you feel that other long arm stretch. If you do have rounded shoulders, this is not going to be the most comfortable, so do back off a little if you need to. If this is enough for you, that's great. Use your breath to support the movement. One more big inhale. Exhale, coming back onto the belly. And then pressing into one more down dog, simply because we really need the stretch. No pressure. Send the weight back into your hips. Drop the heels as much as you can. You don't have to lock up the knees. As a matter of fact, feel free to paddle through the knees. And if you want, you can even get a little bit of a twist. One knee over the midline and then the next on the toes. One more each way. Last one here. To the knees. And then swinging your legs forward. Swing your legs forward. Coming up into a tall L sit. Flexing those toes towards you and hinging from the hips. So we're not going to round the back just yet. Go ahead and just hinge from the hips. You might not get very far. This is how far I can get with just a hinge. To the back of the legs. All right, go ahead and fold forward, round the upper back. You're just fine. One more inhale. And exhale, let's separate out into a wide straddle stretch. Walking your hands forward, hinging from the back first. Move the shoulders back. And then go ahead and round forward. Bow your head in. And your way back up. Leg. I have more chair movements for us. We didn't get there. We'll do it again next time. Excited about that. Look your hands back the other side. Good, good, good. You can go ahead and bring your feet towards each other, letting your knees go out, dropping those arms. Okay, cross your legs. Bring your arms up and open, looking up just slightly, drawing your shoulders back. From here, we're going to go on to hands and knees. So think about what you need to do to get to hands and knees. I'm not good at this, so it might not be pretty, but eventually we'll master it. Curl your toes under, down dog, walk your hands back to meet your feet. Sway side to side, ragdoll. Knees are bent. Tighten your abs, restack your spine, and draw your shoulders down and back. How did you do? How do you feel? You are done. So I hope you feel really, really good. We did a lot of upper body there, so good job. Awesome. If you guys would like, you can check out my YouTube channel, Jen Chivik Fitness for Everyone. Feel free to subscribe. I know a couple of you already have. If you want any of these Pilates, I can send them to you. Okay, signing off for now. Cheers. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Jen.
Bye, guys.